practicing work, drawing on the walls, letting my imagination run free, shaped me as an artist. But my father was very strict, so I'd get in a lot of trouble with my father for drawing on the walls. Hi, my name is Rohan Mitchell, and I'm a designer / illustrator. I teach digital illustration, and generally I look at the fundamentals of design and illustration. I would say the main influence on my work is growing up in Jamaica, learning to tell stories. We're big on telling stories and laughing. We joke about just about everything. My journey through art began mainly by watching a lot of Saturday morning cartoons, right? Going through the Sunday comics and trying to draw the things I saw. There were a few who I was drawn to, no pun intended. So there was one called Leandro. At one time I got his book, right? It was the best of his works. He would do cartoons for the Sunday Gleaner, and I was blown away. But the key things, I would say, apart from the art style, the storytelling. What I try to do is to tell stories in a simple way. I decided to study in Jamaica at the Edna Manley College of Visual and Performing Arts, which is, one of maybe the most popular art school in the Caribbean. We had a teacher. This is something she did every year with her students. She would have an overnight critique. So the critique lasted right throughout the night. The thing is, she bought us food, but you were not allowed to sleep. And she had a cane, so she didn't whack anybody, but she would, rap on the desk if someone was full, if she realized someone was nodding off. I don't know, there was something about it because she didn't settle for mediocrity. So just even the way we arranged or set up our work on the wall, if it was poorly done, she would come in and we have to remove the work and, set up all over again. But she made sure that we thought deeply about what we were saying. One thing that also impacted me, moving to Japan, I lived there for several years and I was teaching there, being immersed into a culture that's very different from Jamaica. Japan is somewhat of a paradox. A place that's on the cutting edge of technology, very modern, but they also adhere to the traditional side of their culture. They'll use very old technology and sometimes they use simple approaches to achieve great results, right? I love sharing my knowledge with people, but also I believe even while you're teaching, there's so much to learn. Well, I won't be doing any overnight critiques for sure. That definitely opened my eyes to, what can be achieved through teaching.